The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days. Come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. Good morning, good morning. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and this is Motivation Monday. I want to welcome you. Each and every Monday at 8 a.m., we have our Motivation Monday. And, oh, wow, so many of you have joined us on Instagram, on YouTube, and wherever else in the world that you connect with the universe. Folks, let me tell you something. This day has been a special day because we have all kinds of great things going on. One of my favorite topics is relationships. And you know, our topics are all based on the book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. And today we're looking at chapter 9, which is the law of relationships. And it's critical about this relationship stuff because everything we do is based on relationships. We have 4 basic types of relationships. You have your relationship with your source, with your God, by whatever name, but with your source, that relationship that says that you are created for a purpose, that you didn't just drop out of the universal basket, but that you were created by an all-knowing, all-powerful being to do something important. When we understand that about ourselves, we actually treat ourselves differently. There's spiritual basis for these relationships. The first relationship comes from the first commandment. And it says, which is very interesting, we're talking from the book of Matthew. Now, we're not talking religion, we're talking spiritual principle. And it says, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. Its fruit. As a result, when we say know the source, then you are identified as fruit of a source. And so when you have that source within God, within the God consciousness, that gives you a proper context for your life. So that first relationship is the relationship with your source. When you understand your source, it gives you a whole nother level of consciousness. Think back on the prodigal son. When the prodigal son, and most of you know the parable, when the prodigal son had gone out into the far country and wasted all of his money away, and he's suffering and he's broken, he's living in the pig pens and he's feeding somebody else's pigs. He said, though I am suffering, that my father, my source, has bread enough to spare. In other words, my source has everything I need. And so if I am suffering, let me look to my source. And there's that passage in which he says, he looked up to his father. So to understand that we have a source, and that source put us here on this planet for a good purpose. The second harmonic relationship, once again, ties in with the commandments, is the relationship with yourself. And it says once again in Matthew, the second commandment is like unto the first, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Isn't that interesting? So the second relationship is the relationship that you have with yourself. Once you understand whose you are, then you have a better context of who you are. We must be very careful about letting our circumstances determine who we are. Sometimes we can be living in such dire circumstances, such negativity, such pain, such just disappointment in life. You know? it is possible in those situations to define yourself based on your circumstances. So if you're poor, to say, I'm supposed to be poor. So if you're in a bad relationship, you say, I deserve it. So if your job and all the things around you are insecure and not giving you what you need, you accept it, become complacent about it. So this idea of your relationship with yourself is based on your relationship with your source, to know that you come from a rich and powerful family, to know that you come from a rich and powerful Father who only wants good things for you. So now this relationship with yourself now is very profound, because it says, treat yourself accordingly. Those of you who are listening, I challenge you. How are you treating yourself? Are you treating yourself like the king or queen that you are? Or are you treating yourself like someone who's not deserving of the good things in life? That how you see yourself is often interpreted as your self-image, and even more profoundly, your self-esteem. You see, your self-image is how you see yourself. Your self-image, self-esteem is how you feel about yourself. So sometimes, because of our childhood, because of the situation or the environment in which we were raised, if we were raised in an environment of criticism, lack of love, negativity, hunger, pain, suffering, then that can carry over into how we feel about ourselves. We can't let our circumstances determine who we are. And the idea of the relationship with yourself is to see yourself above your circumstances. See yourself bigger than the last failure. See yourself bigger than the last disappointment. Because when you can see yourself as the eagle flying to the sky of your dreams, that is who you will be. Who you see yourself to be is who you will be. Now, this relationship with yourself, to be very clear, to be very deeply feeling that you are the child of incredibly gifted, abundant God, creator, and that you are deserving of good things, that health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, money, all the good things in life are deserving of you, and you attract them into your life. The third relationship is the relationship with other people. And see, each relationship builds on the one before. If you don't have a good feeling about yourself, then it's virtually impossible to have a good relationship with someone else. Reverend Ike used to have a message, and it was called, I Meet No One But Me. And when the idea of I meet no one but me is that the law of magnetism, the law of attraction says that you call into your space, into your life, the people who show up. You call into your life the people who show up. Now, the question I have is, who's showing up in your life? If there are people showing up in your life who don't love you, who don't honor you, who don't respect you, that's a clear indication. You see, life leaves clues. I'm going to say that again. Life leaves clues. And so when people keep showing up in your experience of life who hate you or who disrespect you or who lie to you, who steal from you, don't blame them. Look inside. See, the law of relationships says because we're negative. Another spiritual principle. You know the tree by its fruits. That's a powerful principle, folks. Because when people come into your life who treat you badly, don't make excuses for them. Don't try to see beyond who they show you that they are. And worst of all, don't try to change them because you can't. You can't change anybody. Only a person can change themselves. So in your relationships with other people, if the people coming into your life are people who do not honor you, do not love you, who do not respect you, who do not lift you up, then look in the mirror. Go into your bathroom, go into your closet, and look in the mirror, because you're calling those people. It's a hard message. But sometimes we have to look at ourselves and say, you know, what am I doing? What am I radiating that's attracting people who keep lying to me? Maybe I'm radiating a hunger for relationship. Maybe I'm radiating a fear of being alone. But if you're consistently attracting people who dishonor you, look in the mirror. The fourth relationship is your relationship with things. Relationship with things. There's an interesting scripture, and it says, seek first the kingdom. Seek first the consciousness. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. So the idea with things is it's not about the material things, it's about the consciousness. So every material thing that you have in your life is a manifestation of a vibration that you're sending out, calling it into existence. So your proper relationship with things is that you are the master of things. Never let things master you. Russell Hempfield, one of my driver in New York for many years. Russell, one of these days I'm going to write some stories about Russell stories. But one of the things Russell said, he says, when your outflow exceeds your income, your upkeep becomes your downfall. And so things often represent upkeep. Do you have to have a pocketbook or a dress or a jacket with somebody else's name on it to feel good about yourself? If you're going to wear something, put your own name on it. Okay. So things should not master you. A spiritual principle, you cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve God, consciousness, and mammon, materiality. Thus, and the things that will come into your world are the things you call unto you. So let's wrap up today. This has been Motivation Monday, and our message today is your relationships. How you can make your relationships do what they're supposed to do. How you can have what you want to have. How you can be what you want to be. How you can do and go wherever you want to go. The key is this, to recognize, number one, the four relationships. Number one, the relationship with your source, that you are indeed a child of God, created for a divine purpose, and live your life accordingly. Number two, your relationship with yourself, that you are the fruit of the tree that God planted. It's a good tree, so you're good fruit. Sometimes our background can cloud us so we don't know who we are. But know that the relationship with yourself, the self-image, is a positive one. The self-esteem, you feel good about yourself and you deserve all the things that you desire. The third relationship with others. You must have a good relationship with yourself first before you can have a good relationship with others, because the people you attract into your life will be congruent with how you feel about yourself. And then finally, the relationship with things. You are the master of things. Don't let things master you. You can't. Money is an awesome servant. Money can do good things. You can send your money out to heal people. You can send your money out to help educate people. You can send your money out to release suffering in the world. Or money can be your master. And when money is your master, it is a terrible master. is a vengeful master. It is a master that will rule you. So the 4 relationships: source, self, others, and things. This is Dr. Herbert Harris saying our teachings are based on our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. It's available on, of course, all the digital websites, Amazon, Walmart, you name it, it's all there. But it's also available on our website, herbertharris.com. And when you go there, check out the home study course. The home study course, the New You for the New Year home study course, which gives you the tools and the workbook to take the information in this book and put it into action to create the new you, the successful you, the outrageous you, the you that you desire to be. Always knowing that you can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do. You can have whatever you want to have if you believe in you. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. Do this stuff 8 a.m. Wednesday and then 8 a.m. Friday, where we have Fantastic Friday. Once again, you can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have whatever you want to have, always knowing that the best is yet to come. So